Previously on Sewing Review Saturdays.
Hi there! My name is Angelika and welcome to my sewing studio. This is the second episode of the series and the title is called The Perfect Barbie Dress. This is actually a reference to The Perfect Dress by Mai Ardour. She made this dress for her graduation, that's why it's called the graduation dress, and the design is very simple but it's so classy at the same time, which I really love. That is one of the reasons why I wanted to make and review this pattern. I thought it would be a great idea to also make a Barbie version of this dress because I just keep seeing Barbie themed dresses and Barbie themed everything everywhere. It is said to be a beginner friendly pattern and can be made in just 3 hours, so we'll be putting that to the test. First impressions. Okay, this dress has a very classy and elegant feel to it. It has a classic silhouette, a gorgeous sweetheart neckline, and a classic bell-shaped skirt, and the way it drapes is so beautiful. The factor that really draws me towards this dress is the bias tape around the edges and also how flowy the design is in the fabric. It is another PDF pattern from Etsy, so I paid $10.62 for it. It doesn't really come with written instructions or alterations. That would have been nice and helpful, but I think you can still get by without those things because it is an easy pattern, and it does come with a video tutorial on YouTube, so that always helps. I'm always happy about that. And she basically explains everything on the video, like the materials you need, how to sew the bias tape on, and so forth. I did have to convert sizes because she is from the UK and I'm from the US. I used this conversion chart that I found on ASOS.com. If you need it, I'll be linking it in the description box below. I had to convert the materials she mentioned in the video as well, from meters and millimeters to yards and inches. I should also mention that the pattern comes with a seam allowance of 1.5 centimeters, which is equivalent to 0.59 inches. On to the process. I printed a total of 16 pages. There's only 2 pattern pieces for this project, the front piece and the back piece, so that makes things very simple. First thing that I did was I folded all the edges that needed folding, which are the sides and some of the top edges. I then proceeded to tape all the paper pieces together. This was the most efficient way for me to put all the pieces together. Once I was done with that, I cut the patterns. And this is what the final outcome looks like. I was also timing myself at the same time, and this all took me around 35 minutes to do. I was so excited about fabric shopping for this project that this time I ended up shopping for the fabric first before making the dress. I of course went to Disneyland, aka my local fabric store, to find the perfect shade of pink for my Barbie dress. And there were honestly a lot of really good options. This pink was cute, this one as well, and I really liked this one too. However, on the top shelf corner of the store, this pink velour knit fabric caught my eye, and I love that the texture of this fabric gives different tones of pink. And it was honestly the perfect shade that I was imagining the dress would be. So I ended up choosing this one as the winner. An important tip when you're choosing your fabric,
I made this dress with other types of knits, and I found that the best option to give you that elegant drape of the skirt is a medium to heavyweight jersey knit. Don't choose one that's too thin because it's going to make it look cheap and of poor quality. The first thing that I did was make a mock-up of the dress. This is what it looks like without the bias tape on yet. As you can see, it was very long, and the dress is supposed to be a midi length, but it's a maxi length on me. And it definitely had fitting issues on the top sides and the sides of the skirt. The waist was kind of okay. It was a little loose on me, but the fit could honestly still be a bit better. So for the alterations, I actually highly recommend what Mai did in her video tutorial where she sewed the pieces together first, tried it on, and then adjusted the fit of the dress as she went. I tried altering the paper patterns afterwards, and that just gave me more fitting issues, so I don't really recommend making too much adjustments on the paper pattern itself unless you are making major alterations like shortening the length of the dress. Once I was happy with the alterations, I went ahead and laid my fabric on the floor, placed the pattern pieces on top, and then cut all the pieces. Cutting time wasn't too bad. It took me around 12 minutes to do since there were only 2 pieces. After doing that, I was finally ready to serge the front and back piece together. Serging the sides was fast and simple. It only took me 4 minutes to do. It was easier sewing it this time around because I actually prepped and ironed it first so that one side of the bias tape is a little longer than the other side. This makes it easier when you sew because you don't have to worry if the stitch caught onto the other side of the bias tape. And I got this tip from Mai's video tutorial. She explains and shows you how to sew the bias tape on, so I recommend you to watch her video first. Sewing the front neckline can get a little tricky though if you're not used to working with knit fabrics. For a complete beginner, this can be a bit of a challenge. Serging and sewing the bias tape on took me 25 minutes in total to do. I decided at the last minute to make gloves to complete the Barbie look, so I made it with the same pink fabric. I also decided to make a shawl for it, so I made one using this soft faux fur. I actually did a very poor job making them, so please don't stare at them for too long.
Okay.
Here is the final look. I actually created 4 different Barbie looks with the dress, but before I show them to you, here are some honorable mentions. Look number 1, we have Glamour Barbie. This look is inspired by a Hollywood red carpet event. Look number 2, this one is inspired by a girl's first fancy dinner date in the fall. Look number 3, Winter Barbie. This look is inspired by the winter wonderland of the holidays. Lastly, this look is inspired by the 1960 Enchanted Evening Barbie doll. This look is also worn by Margot Robbie to the movie premiere of Barbie.
I I love the outcome of the dresses that I made. I give this pattern a 10 out of 10. It was fast and easy to make, and the alterations aren't too bad as well. Will I make more dresses? A definite yes. I'm actually currently working on one right now. I'm making a dress for my cousin's birthday gift. It's in this beautiful olive green color. The only thing that I would improve next time is to use a jersey knit fabric because it does drape the best, and I really do prefer the maxi length over the midi length. But the big question is, did I make it under 3 hours? And that is a yes. I made it in 2 hours and 15 minutes to be exact. So if you need a cute last minute dress, this will save the day. My favorite Barbie look has to be the winter Barbie because I love turtlenecks. Let me know what your favorite Barbie look is down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you would like to watch more content like this, you can always like, share, and subscribe to join me in my fashion journey. Stay creative and inspired, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, everyone!
On the next episode, I'll be recreating this blue dress from Disney's The Little Mermaid. How well can I recreate it? Find out on the next episode of Sewing Review Saturdays with me, Angelika.